and taking care of yourself and the wellness of yourself is so incredibly important.
The culture and the value that we add to each other and to the community on the human level, not even counting the animals, I think is a great asset.
It's amazing how much I've just felt better and I've been happier the last 2 days when the sun has been out. Because a huge thing for me actually are my horses.
You think about the little vet in his office with 5 to 7 employees, or we've started to outgrow that, and we have 20 people here, and so it's gotten to the point where not everybody is in the building on any given day. So then communications become an issue, and so then you have like more of this corporate structure. How do we communicate with each other? How do we work out differences? How do we get along? How do we get a training schedule? And those are things like those are nothing that we learned in vet school, is it? It's just
right. We didn't learn that in vet school, and so many of us in the profession are introverts who are type A personalities that, you know, we're used to getting what we want. You know, we worked really hard to get into vet school. We worked hard to get through vet school, and even though all of that was collaborative of itself, it's like you had to do it independently. Like you had to do it for yourself. Nobody else is going to take your tests or do do your clinical rotations for you. So I think part of it's personality, and part of it is just, you know, you're just used to getting stuff done.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you come into a practice and you start with a small practice and there's 4 or 5 people, and then you start adding to it, which is great, but you also add different personalities. You add different needs of everybody, and I think it's very important to recognize that just because your personalities, in fact, sometimes it's easier to get along with people that have different personalities than you, rather than like somebody that's exactly like you.
Yeah.
And but everybody has important additions to the clinic and to the practice, and we really like everybody to speak up, and like so communication is so key. And you know, one thing that I'm extremely proud of our practice is I think we have really grown, and I think we have learned how to talk to each other more, and instead of just be like, gosh, Dr. Smith did this to me last week and I don't understand why he did it. So
basically it's a long list of things that Dr. Smith did to people.
So,
we have to
I was just using Dr. Smith as an example, so I wasn't talking to anybody behind their back. But,
no,
I
just kidding.
Also have been listening to some leadership type podcasts and reading different books and whatnot, and part of being the AHA accredited, I'm sure most of you guys have heard about us being AHA accredited. Dr. Smith has asked me to do a wellness protocol for our practice. I haven't gotten very far on that, but
a human wellness, right?
A human wellness, exactly. So, but and it's funny because we've kind of put that a little bit on the back burner because there were other things that were more immediately important to work on. But it is something that I still want to work on. And most recently, some of the podcasts I've been listening to were talking about how the habits of effective people and taking care of yourself and the wellness of yourself is so incredibly important. And I just have to say that I'm proud of my staff because I haven't even talked to them about this, but half of them have decided to do a wellness plan for themselves, and they're eating healthier and they're going to the gym, and it's really cool to see that.
And it's not January 1st, so I think
no,
this might actually take. This is for real, you know.
And it's not something we actually were joking earlier about different incentives that other places have, and they've done it on their own. And so I think that shows a lot about us and the culture and the people that we have here, that our staff has taken it upon themselves to want to improve their own health, so then they can just be better overall. And so I think that's really cool.
I think that's the older I get, I guess, or the more I see things differently. I think that the culture and the value that we add to each other and to the community on the human level, not even counting the animals, I think is a great asset.
Absolutely.
That's often overlooked because we look at all the dotting the I's and crossing the T's of actually practicing veterinary medicine. We don't worry about the rest of that. So,
but it's important too. And speaking about wellness, our pets make us healthier and happier, and they decrease our stress and give us a reason to get out and exercise as well. And I think that's incredibly important.
I think pets are a big part of that.
I was talking to Joy yesterday, actually. I was like, you know, with the sun being out on Sunday and Monday, I was like, it's amazing how much I've just felt better and I've been happier the last 2 days when the sun has been out. Because a huge thing for me actually are my horses. I mean, that is my passion. And in the winter, when it rains every single day and it's dark when I leave for work and it's dark when I get home, it's like, I don't really get to spend that much time with them other than, I mean, feeding them and cleaning their stalls. I mean, yeah, that's important, and I really actually enjoy doing that. But when that's the only interaction that I get with them, it's like, I really just need to go brush my horse or ride my horse. So the pretty weather is nice too.
I know horses are often used for therapy.
Yep.
And I don't know what it is. There's something magical about horses.
Well, who was it? There was somebody actually that said the outside of the horse is good for the inside of a man.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There was like a famous person that said that. I can't remember what it was, but I know for me that is absolutely true. I was fortunate. My mom and I ride horses together. So my mom has always had horses, and I had a pony from before I could walk. And so I don't remember life without a horse of some kind, and they really are important.
Well, I do want to say you are awesome,
well,
and
you.
Thank you for being here with us. And we really appreciate the stuff you do with the AVMA and the VVMA, because those are those kind of things that that organization has really helped us. And I think the local SVMA, which you're instrumental in getting going, this Southside Veterinary Medical Association has brought all the local vets together, and it's really, I think it's helped grow our connections, because we all work so many hours. We sit inside our own clinics. We don't see each other unless we bump into one another at a conference or something. But so I think it's really helpful, and I think that the kind of projects you're working on help organize us and give us tools to do things better.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think you're absolutely right. The Southside VMA has brought the veterinarians in this region together, and I have to say I appreciate you kind of pushing me from the beginning and saying, you really should be involved in this, and supporting me and allowing me to do it, because I mean, a lot of vets that are my age don't have the ability to step out of the office for a day every quarter to go to one of these meetings. So the encouragement and the support is really important. So I do appreciate that a lot.
I'd like to add too, if I can, that
sure.
Both of you guys have helped me a lot in my personal growth, and especially Dr. Rohrig, with you've done a lot with the new and young leaders here. And
thanks, Emma.
It means a lot.
Thank you. That's Emma, by the way. That's our medical team manager. And
well, things are going really great, and
yes, they are.
In no small part because of you. Is that the right way to say it? I think you're a big part of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, thank you.
And we appreciate you. And unless there's anything else you have to say,
I appreciate you guys. I've said it before, but this place really is family. I mean, it is absolutely family. So we do what we can to help each other.
Well, is there anything you want to say to this camera? What would you want people to know about the Family Vet?
Oh, what I would like people to know about the Family Vet is our team is wonderful. We have a passionate group of individuals that care not only for the pets, but for each other and for the clients as well. And I think that's important. So it's not all about the medicine. Medicine's important, but it's so much more. It's we were talking about multimodal pain management, but it's deeper than just figuring out a medical or surgical solution.